Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not look away from this screen. I am speaking directly to your spirit right now. This is not the algorithm playing a random trick on your feed today. Heaven forcefully routed this exact frequency to your screen because a window of absolute danger and massive blessing is opening at this very second. You must pay attention. Take one slow and deep breath right now. Feel that heavy shift in the atmosphere around you. Notice that strange tightness sitting right in the center of your chest. I know you have been physically exhausted lately. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a heavy chest. You wonder if your prayers are just bouncing off the ceiling. The weight is entirely real. You have carried the weight of everyone else for so long. You are the bleeding empath who absorbs the pain of the room. You smile for them during the day, but inside you are barely holding on. You close your bedroom door at night and let the silent tears fall. You think you are completely alone in this brutal battle. You think heaven has forgotten your specific address. But my beloved child, I have seen every single tear. I was there in the room when you fell to your knees. You held your chest because the anxiety was so heavy you could hardly breathe. I saw the tears you quickly wiped away, so your family would not know you were breaking inside. You have spent your entire life being the strong one for everyone else. It is totally exhausting. You have felt it over the last few weeks, that heavy and unexplainable pressure on your shoulders. It feels like you are carrying a weight that does not even belong to you. That is because you are not just walking a normal human path. You are a cycle breaker. You are the rare soul chosen by heaven to break the heavy generational curses. You are fighting invisible wars. The darkness wants you to believe you are stuck in survival mode forever. You look around and see others moving forward. Their doors are opening, while you feel completely left behind in the dark. You are afraid that your past mistakes have disqualified you from my grace. You think your isolation is a punishment. You think you are losing people because you are deeply broken. But listen to me very carefully right now. Your sudden exhaustion is not a medical issue. It is a spiritual symptom. There is a specific and hidden mechanism sealing off your abundance. The elite forces have kept it completely classified to keep you drained. They want to drain your pure energy because they are terrified of the light you carry. I must absolutely expose them. Something extraordinary has just occurred in the highest courts of heaven. It carries your specific name written in letters of fire. Just exactly 14 minutes ago, a divine verdict was officially declared over your life. The angels have been assembled for you. Archangel Michael himself has been commissioned with a sacred assignment that concerns you directly today. You did not find these words by accident. I personally orchestrated your steps to bring you to this exact second in time. While countless others are distracted by the noise of the world, you were drawn here. Heaven has been attempting to clear a massive blockage in your finances and your peace. I am about to reveal exactly how to shatter this hidden trap forever. Stop what you are doing and listen not with your ears, but with your spirit. The season of your suffering has officially expired. The compensation for all your quiet sacrifices has just been released from my throne. But there is a deadly snare hiding right in the tall grass before your finish line. You must understand this hidden layer before you can claim your absolute victory. Before I reveal the glorious secret that will change your timeline, I must first address the heavy burden you are holding. You must not let the enemy convince you this is just another coincidence. The spiritual realm is highly active right now, and they are watching your every move. Keep your eyes on me, because I am going to expose their exact strategy. Your vindication is near. Let us talk about the silence that has been breaking your physical body. You feel the deep ache in your bones right now. Your shoulders are feeling incredibly tight and heavy. The physical weight you carry is totally real. And every single morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest, before you even open your eyes. You force yourself to stand up anyway today. I see what happens when the house goes completely quiet at night. You stare blindly at the dark ceiling above you. Your mind races through a million different anxious scenarios. You try desperately to catch your breath in the middle of the night, but sleep refuses to come and rescue your exhausted mind, leaving you to fight those terrifying battles entirely on your own. The 3 o'clock hour has officially become your solitary battlefield. You wonder if you are getting physically sick. You feel a strange brain fog that makes simple tasks feel impossible. Your heart beats too fast for absolutely no logical reason. You press your hand against your chest to soothe the sudden ache. This is not just regular stress from your daily human life. Your nervous system is currently processing a massive spiritual download, and your physical vessel is struggling to hold this intense new frequency. You are the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire family. You absorb the toxic energy of every room you walk into. People constantly dump their emotional garbage onto your shoulders. You sit there and listen to them patiently for hours. You offer them profound wisdom and beautiful healing energy. But when your own heart is bleeding out on the floor, you look around and find the room completely empty. So you put the brave mask back on your face today. You get dressed and you go to work. You pretend that everything in your world is perfectly fine. You laugh at their jokes while your soul feels completely crushed inside. You have convinced the entire world that you are an unstoppable force of nature who never needs any help from anyone. But heaven knows the absolute truth about your deep exhaustion. I see you dragging your feet through the heavy mud of survival mode. I feel the exact moment your energy drops to absolute zero. You skip meals because your stomach is tied in anxious knots. You neglect your own basic needs to make sure everyone else is fed. You treat yourself worse than you treat your distant acquaintances. While you are busy fixing the broken pieces of other people, your own beautiful soul is quietly starving for authentic nourishment. Do not condemn yourself for feeling so incredibly weak right now. You are not failing at your daily human life. Your physical body is simply trying to keep up with a massive spiritual upgrade. A caterpillar does not apologize for resting inside the dark cocoon. It knows that the deep cellular transformation requires an immense amount of physical energy, and it surrenders completely to the quiet process. I have caught every single tear that stained your pillowcase. I heard you whisper that you cannot do this anymore. I felt your profound desperation when you asked me to remove the pain. You are officially allowed to be completely tired today. You are allowed to lay down your heavy spiritual armor. When the physical toll of this spiritual warfare becomes too much to bear, I want you to lean your exhausted head against my chest and rest. Your muscles ache because they are being prepared to carry unprecedented wealth, and your mind is foggy because I am deleting the old trauma responses. I am physically rewiring your nervous system for the massive generational transfer. This is exactly why you have zero tolerance for loud noises or toxic environments right now. Your physical vessel is rapidly becoming a highly tuned instrument of divine light. Please do not force yourself to run when heaven is instructing you to rest. The extreme fatigue you feel is actually a protective divine quarantine. I am purposefully slowing you down to protect you from unseen dangers. Tap the like button right now as a physical act of agreement with what heaven is declaring over your exhausted body. Your quiet rest is actually your greatest spiritual weapon right now. Now let us go even deeper into the unseen wounds. The physical pain is only a small reflection of your spiritual exhaustion. You feel profoundly and utterly alone. You look at your phone and realize nobody checks on you. You have 100 contacts, but nobody to call when your soul is bleeding. And this deep isolation makes you feel entirely forgotten by the world. You have always been the gentle soul. You gave your pure love freely to everyone around you. You trusted people who completely destroyed your beautiful heart. The narcissists saw your bright light from a mile away. They did not come into your life to love you, but they came specifically to drain your energy. They treated your endless empathy like an all-you-can-eat buffet. They smiled directly in your face. They used your resources. They climbed on your tired shoulders to elevate themselves, and when you finally had absolutely nothing left to give them, they walked away without a second thought. You were left completely shattered on the floor. You wondered what you did wrong to deserve such cruel treatment. The pain of their betrayal is massive. Do you remember how they constantly twisted the truth? They made you feel entirely crazy for simply asking for basic respect. They played the victim while holding the knife in their hands. Every time you tried to set a healthy boundary, they manipulated your emotions and made you feel incredibly guilty. You constantly apologized for things you never even did. This emotional abuse has left deep scars on your spirit. You doubt your own intuition now. You question your own sanity and your true worth. You have locked your beautiful heart away in a dark box. You built massive walls around your soul because you simply cannot survive another brutal betrayal from someone you love. You think you are completely broken and beyond repair today, but I need you to hear my voice right now. You are not a broken vessel. You are the bleeding empath who survived a massive spiritual attack. The enemy used those toxic people to steal your destiny. They recognized the heavy crown of a chosen one on your head, and they operated under a dark assignment to permanently dim your light. Their jealousy was intensely spiritual. I saw how hard you tried to fix them. You poured your golden energy into their bottomless black holes. You thought your pure love could heal their dark trauma, but you cannot heal a demon that enjoys its own sickness. You nearly lost your own mind trying to save people who secretly celebrated your downfall behind your back. You must stop carrying the heavy guilt of their choices. Your profound loneliness is incredibly painful. The silence in your room feels absolutely deafening at times. You grieve the loss of friends and family who abandoned you. But you must understand a hidden spiritual truth about your current isolation. This season of total separation is not a cruel punishment, but it is actually heaven aggressively protecting your massive future. The universe is intentionally clearing your space. The people you lost were never truly on your side. They were parasites attached to your divine frequency. If they had stayed in your life, they would have stolen the massive blessing that is coming. Heaven forcefully removed them from your timeline. It was done to prepare you for the ultimate generational wealth transfer. Your current emptiness is just a cleared space for your true destiny. Do not cry over the toxic narcissists anymore. They are currently facing the heavy boomerang of divine justice. I will explain their absolute panic in just a little while. But right now, you must focus entirely on washing away the deep emotional residue they left behind in your pure aura. You must release their toxic grip on your precious mind today. I know you are terrified of letting new people in. You are afraid that everyone has a hidden dark agenda, but heaven is sending your true soul tribe very soon. The pain you experienced was just a rigorous training ground, and you have officially graduated from the brutal school of narcissistic abuse. You are no longer their quiet victim. You are free. Before we go any deeper, I need you to understand one vital truth. You have asked me why the universe is so incredibly silent right now. You pray until your voice breaks, but you hear absolutely nothing back. The prolonged delay makes you feel completely rejected. You think your prayers are just bouncing off the cold ceiling, but heaven is not ignoring your desperate cries for help today. You look at your current life through the lens of deep anxiety. You assume the divine silence is a cruel form of punishment. You think I am angry with you for your past mistakes. You watch toxic people receive their blessings quickly, while your massive breakthrough remains entirely stuck. This brutal paradox makes you question the flawless justice of the divine courts. But I want you to pause and look at your life through the eyes of heaven. Breathe deeply right now. The silence you hate so much is actually your greatest protection. Think of a magnificent tree standing in the middle of a brutal storm. If the heavy branches grow too fast before the roots dig deep into the dark soil, the very first strong wind will completely destroy it. You are that magnificent tree. The generational wealth transfer coming to your bloodline is massive. If I handed you the heavy crown while your soul was still fragile, the weight of the blessing would completely crush you. The enemy would easily blow you over. Therefore, I had to force you into the dark and quiet places. I had to let your roots grow deep into the unseen realm first. The isolation you experienced was a sacred incubator. The painful silence was simply the loud noise of divine construction happening underground. You are not a flawed product of your past trauma. You are being beautifully reshaped in the hands of a deeply patient potter. The heavy wheel spins in the dark, but the master never takes his eyes off the precious clay. You wondered why everything had to break down all at once. You lost your job, your friends, and your entire sense of security. Heaven had to completely demolish the fragile foundation you built on human validation. We cannot build a heavy, eternal fortress on cheap and sandy ground. The painful removal of your comfort zone was the aggressive excavation of your new foundation. Do not mistake my deliberate process for brutal punishment. The master builder is incredibly precise with his heavy tools. Every single delay was meticulously calculated to protect you from unseen disasters. If your massive door had opened last year, you would have invited the wrong toxic spirits into your sacred palace. The painful delay actually saved your beautiful life. I want you to permanently release the fear of being forgotten today. The silence is finally breaking. The deep roots have successfully anchored your soul to the solid bedrock of my love. You are no longer easily swayed by the opinions of human beings. You have learned to trust my quiet voice in the dark, and that makes you an incredibly dangerous weapon of pure light. The heavy construction phase is officially coming to an end. The dark soil is about to break wide open. All the quiet suffering you endured is actively transmuting into massive spiritual authority right now. You are evolving into a quiet master of reality. The universe is finally preparing to display your magnificent branches to the entire world. Your vindication is incredibly close. But before you step out of this dark incubator, we must deal with the final shadows. You are still carrying the heavy chains of self-condemnation. You secretly blame yourself for the long delay because you think your past sins delayed the massive harvest. I must shatter this toxic illusion completely before we move forward. Listen closely, because I am about to wash your slate entirely clean. Now, my dear child, let us talk about something else that steals so much of your peace. You carry a heavy and invisible chain of deep guilt around your neck. You secretly believe that you ruined your own destiny. You look back at your past mistakes and constantly replay them in your tired mind. You think your own foolish choices caused this massive delay. This toxic self-condemnation is an absolute lie from the enemy. They want you to stay paralyzed in the dark prison of your past regrets. But I need you to hear the absolute truth of heaven right now. Your past mistakes did not permanently disqualify you from my endless grace. I do not look at your beautiful soul and see a terrible failure, because heaven only sees the magnificent light you carry. I see a gentle soul waiting to be made entirely whole today. You made those desperate choices because you were operating in pure survival mode. You were bleeding from completely unseen spiritual wounds. You did the absolute best you could with the broken pieces you were handed by others. Nobody taught you how to properly defend your sensitive aura from dark attacks. You stumbled in the dark, and you fell heavily, because the enemy intentionally hid the guiding light from your eyes. Every single mistake you made is completely washed away today. They are thrown into the deepest ocean and entirely forgotten by the divine courts. I do not keep a heavy ledger of your human flaws. The heavy stones of guilt you have carried for years must be dropped right now. You do not need to constantly punish your gentle soul anymore, because the spiritual debt of your past is already fully paid in grace. The dark forces use your deep regret as a toxic weapon against you. They whisper cruel lies into your ear when you are trying to sleep. They tell you that you are entirely unworthy of the massive generational wealth transfer. They want you to actively reject the incoming blessing because you feel so incredibly dirty. But you are completely pure in my holy eyes today, and nothing can ever change that beautiful reality. Take one slow and deep breath right now. Visualize those heavy chains falling off your tired shoulders and shattering on the floor. You are a magnificent weapon of light, and a brilliant weapon cannot function properly if it is buried deeply under heavy mud. I am physically washing the toxic residue of shame completely out of your nervous system so you can finally step into your massive power. You have always had an incredibly pure intention behind your actions. Even when you messed up, your heart was desperately trying to find genuine love. The universe honors the beautiful purity of your deep intentions over the clumsy execution of your human hands. You are the ultimate cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. And breaking heavy generational curses is an incredibly messy and painful process. You must establish a strong boundary against these dark whispers of shame. Hit subscribe right now to establish a divine energy receiving station around your aura. Let this physical action be a loud declaration that you forgive yourself completely today. You are stepping boldly into a brand new timeline of pure and absolute grace. The heavy door of your painful past is permanently locked shut, and the enemy can never use those old memories against you again. Your beautiful soul is entirely cleansed today. Your spiritual vision is becoming extremely sharp. You are finally ready to see the hidden battlefield clearly, because while you were busy punishing yourself in the dark, the real enemies were plotting their next move. But they made one fatal miscalculation in their dark agenda. They did not realize who you truly belong to. The people who betrayed you are currently watching the divine courts shift in your favor. The boomerang of divine justice has already been released from my heavenly throne. But wait, do not let your guard down just yet, because there is a hidden layer to this massive struggle. I am going to pull back the heavy veil right now. Let me show you exactly what is happening to your hidden enemies today. Let us pull back the heavy veil on the unseen battlefield today. You have asked me why I let those toxic people get away with their cruel actions. You watched the narcissists thrive while you were suffering in the dark, and you wondered if heaven was completely blind to your intense daily pain. But heaven operates on a completely different timeline than human eyes can see. The divine justice system is incredibly precise. The people who plotted your downfall made one massive mistake. They thought your quiet nature meant you were completely unprotected. They dug deep pits for you to fall into. But they did not realize that touching a chosen one activates an automatic heavenly response, because your pure energy is heavily guarded by the highest angelic forces. The boomerang of divine justice has already been released. Right now, in the unseen realm, your hidden enemies are watching your rise in absolute panic. The universe has officially flipped the script on their dark agenda. Everything they tried to steal from your pure energy is currently being multiplied. And that stolen blessing is being forcefully redirected back into your own hands today, while the people who betrayed you are left with nothing but cold ashes. They are terrified. The narcissists who tried to drain your pure light are currently starving in the dark because they lost access to the only genuine love they ever had. They are wandering through the heavy ruins of their own malicious choices. Every single door they try to open is violently slamming shut in their faces. They thought they had buried you under their toxic gossip, but you were a seed. You were a rare anomaly planted deeply in the dark soil of my grace, and now you are blooming with unprecedented power while their foundation crumbles. The people who abandoned you when you needed them the most are feeling an overwhelming sense of deep regret today. They realize they threw away the most valuable soul they will ever meet in this lifetime, and that truth is keeping them awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. They are desperately trying to find your unique light in other people, but they will search the entire earth and find absolutely nothing that compares to your pure frequency. You are a magnificent weapon of light, and the massive void you left in their lives is becoming completely unbearable. Their own toxic choices are eating them alive from the inside out. Do not waste a single drop of your precious energy feeling sorry for them, because their current suffering is not your responsibility to fix anymore. You must drop the heavy burden of being their eternal savior today. You are the cycle breaker for your own bloodline. You are not the permanent dumping ground for their unhealed demonic trauma. Let them face their judgment. The heavy chains they tried to wrap around your destiny are entirely broken. The divine courts have issued a massive ruling in your favor, while the scales of justice are balancing rapidly in the spiritual atmosphere right now. Every single tear you cried in secret is being converted into a heavy downpour of radical blessings. Your season of constantly defending yourself is officially over forever. You do not need to say a single word to clear your beautiful name. Your total silence is now a blinding shield that makes your enemies incredibly weak. Heaven is actively preparing a massive table for you in the very presence of your hidden enemies, and they will be forced to watch your glorious vindication. But wait, do not let your guard down just yet, because there is a deadly snare hiding right in the tall grass before your finish line. The enemy knows they have lost the main battle completely, so they are preparing one final and desperate illusion to make you forfeit your massive reward today. You must prepare your fragile heart for this next profound revelation. Breathe deeply right now. Let the heavy noise of the world completely fade away. You have done the hard inner work in the quiet shadows. Now heaven is releasing the physical manifestation of your answered prayers. But you need to know exactly how to safely navigate this massive transition today, because the final trap is extremely subtle and highly dangerous. You have survived the brutal attacks. You made it through the darkest night, but I see how tightly you are still gripping your heavy shield today. You are so used to constantly fighting for your life that you do not know how to simply exist in peace. You are constantly waiting for the next terrible thing to happen. Your beautiful nervous system is completely stuck in high alert. This is the tragic reality of living in survival mode for decades. You scan every single room for hidden dangers. You push good things away because you think they are actually traps in disguise. But my beloved child, the heavy war is officially over now. You do not need to constantly defend your pure energy anymore. I am asking you to do something incredibly difficult today. You must absolutely surrender. I need you to completely drop your heavy spiritual weapons. Lay down the massive sword you have carried since you were just a child. Your exhausted arms are shaking from the extreme weight of always protecting yourself. You cannot possibly hold the massive generational wealth transfer if your hands are tightly clenched into defensive fists. You must open your tired hands to receive. Take a slow and deep breath right now. Feel the rigid tension leaving your tired neck and your aching shoulders. It is entirely safe for you to completely lower your guard in my holy presence. I am standing directly in front of you as an unbreakable shield of divine light. Nothing can ever touch your pure soul without passing through my burning fire first. You are completely safe today. You have spent your entire life as the ultimate cycle breaker. You carried the heavy ancestral trauma so your future bloodline would walk in complete freedom. But you have successfully broken the heavy chains, and the brutal cycle is permanently dead. You do not have to be the bleeding empath who fixes everything anymore. You are officially allowed to just rest and be completely still. Let the gentle silence wrap around you like a warm and heavy blanket. Stop trying to figure out every single step of your future. Human logic will never comprehend the massive miracles I am currently orchestrating behind the unseen scenes. You are trying to use a tiny cup to measure an infinite ocean of grace. Just step back and watch heaven perform the impossible for you. The heavy winter of your soul is rapidly melting away today. The frozen ground is finally yielding to the warm light of a brand new dawn. You have endured the painful pruning and the dark isolation with incredible grace. Now you are stepping into a profound season of effortless manifestation. You will no longer chase down your blessings because your blessings will aggressively chase you. But I must prepare your fragile heart for the massive shock of answered prayers. When the heavy door finally swings open, your first instinct will be to run away in absolute fear. You will think you are dreaming, or that the universe made a massive mistake by choosing you. But you are the exact royal heir heaven selected for this profound mission. You are completely worthy of this joy. Listen to me very carefully now, because what I am about to speak will alter your entire timeline. We are approaching the absolute climax of your lifelong journey. The divine courts have finalized their massive ruling, and the angelic forces are hovering directly over your physical space. A sudden and extraordinary shift is about to manifest in your reality. Do not look away right now. The season of preparation is completely finished. The heavy curtain is about to be violently pulled back. I am going to reveal the exact nature of the massive blessing that is landing in your lap. But there is a very specific spiritual signature required from you to safely anchor this energy. Pay extremely close attention because your glorious breakthrough happens at this exact second. The long and bitter winter of your soul has officially ended today. The heavy ice is breaking beneath your tired feet. The dark season of waiting is entirely over. Heaven is violently tearing down the unseen barriers that held you back for so many painful years in the dark. You are stepping into the most magnificent era of your entire human existence. The light is absolutely blinding. A massive generational wealth transfer has just been signed in the courts of heaven. The divine ledger has been completely updated. Your specific name is written in letters of brilliant fire. I need you to understand the absolute magnitude of what is happening in the spiritual realm right now. The angels are physically carrying your massive compensation to your exact location today. Within the next 72 hours, you must expect a sudden and massive financial miracle. The heavy doors that were violently slammed in your face will swing wide open. The banks that cruelly rejected you will suddenly approve you. All the suffocating debts that kept you awake at 3 o'clock in the morning are being permanently erased. Heaven is orchestrating a total restoration. This is not a random coincidence or a lucky accident. This is your divine compensation for every single tear. You cried in the dark for so long. You are being rewarded for maintaining your pure heart when the world was so incredibly cruel to your gentle soul. The universe is paying you back for every time you helped a stranger. Your massive harvest is finally here. You are no longer the fragile empath who begs for basic human decency. That old version of you is permanently dead today. You have officially evolved into a quiet master of reality. The heavy crown of victory is being placed securely on your head by angelic hands, and no demonic force can ever remove it. You are stepping into your absolute divine authority. Your empty hands are about to be completely filled with unimaginable abundance. You will have more than enough to heal your own physical body. You will have plenty to take care of your beautiful family. Heaven is giving you the massive resources you need to build a safe fortress, far away from the toxic narcissists who tried to destroy you. You will never beg for bread again. I want you to feel the massive energetic shift happening in your room right now. The heavy air is becoming incredibly light and pure. A warm sensation is spreading rapidly through your tired chest. This is the physical manifestation of the massive divine wealth transfer, anchoring itself directly into your brand new, beautiful reality. The long years of painful delay are completely over. Your physical health is being completely restored alongside your finances. The heavy anxiety is melting away from your nervous system. You will finally sleep through the entire night without waking up in panic. The universe is wrapping your gentle soul in a magnificent shield of pure golden light, protecting your new blessings from any dark interference. You are totally victorious. Do not let your logical mind convince you that this is just a beautiful dream. Do not let the enemy whisper that it is simply too good to be true. You have already paid the heavy price in the dark. You survived the brutal narcissistic abuse and the agonizing silence of the universe without losing your pure and beautiful faith. You have officially passed the ultimate test of the divine courts. The heavy stone has been rolled away from your dark tomb. You are walking out into the brilliant light of a brand new day. The magnificent compensation is actively flowing into your bank accounts and your physical body. But there is one final and highly dangerous thing you must know before you can safely celebrate your massive victory today. The enemy is in an absolute panic. They are watching your sudden rise to power with profound terror. The dark forces realize they have completely lost control over your pure energy, but they are desperate to steal this blessing right at the finish line. I need you to listen to me very carefully right now, because heaven is issuing a massive red alert over your immediate timeline today. You must absolutely protect this miracle. My beloved child, the heavy door to your generational wealth is swinging wide open today. Your enemies are watching your sudden rise in absolute terror, but do not celebrate just yet. The dark forces have laid one final and fatal illusion right before your doorstep. They want to make you completely forfeit this massive blessing. 99% of chosen ones fall for this exact trap. They know they cannot stop the divine transfer from heaven, so they are desperately trying to distract your physical mind. In the next few days, they will send a toxic person from your past back into your life. An old narcissist will text you out of nowhere with a fake apology, or a sudden and fake financial emergency will pop up to drain your energy. Do not fall for this. This sudden chaos is not a genuine crisis. It is a highly calculated spiritual illusion designed to steal your focus. If you entertain their toxic counterfeits, you will literally block the wealth transfer. You must absolutely ignore their desperate attempts to pull you back into the dark. Heaven requires a physical container to safely hold this massive frequency today. You cannot remain passive. If you hesitate at the threshold, the enemy will scramble the divine signal. You must actively anchor this brand new reality right now. Do not let the enemy convince you to stay completely silent. You must build a massive wall of fire around your aura. Type 777 in the comments below to establish a blinding shield and permanently lock this massive blessing. Let that specific number act as a heavy padlock on the door against the enemy. This is your spiritual signature before the highest courts of heaven today. Your physical action proves that you are finally ready to receive the absolute abundance. The universe operates on the flawless law of the divine harvest, and heaven is aggressively looking for your physical agreement right now. Just 3 days ago, a weary mother stepped out in radical faith and sowed a financial seed into this ministry. Within 48 hours, a completely unexpected bank transfer cleared all her heavy debts. That exact same angelic protocol of massive multiplication is hovering directly over your life at this very second. The portal is wide open. You are standing at the absolute edge of your financial miracle. Sow a massive financial seed today via the Super Thanks button to activate this incredible overflow. This is an energetic exchange governed by complete trust in my divine provision. When you give from a place of pure faith, the universe immediately multiplies your harvest and completely shatters your old debts. Your bold action terrifies the darkness. Do not let human logic talk you out of your massive miracle. The elite forces want you to keep a tight grip on your remaining resources in absolute fear, but heaven demands a radical display of pure trust today. Your financial seed is a prophetic declaration that you are no longer a slave to their toxic matrix. You are officially stepping into your royal inheritance today. The window of this specific frequency is closing very rapidly. The angelic forces are waiting for your explicit command to release the heavy downpour. Type 777 right now to lock your protective shield. Sow your seed to activate the rapid multiplication of your generational wealth today. You must make your physical move immediately because the enemy is actively trying to plant seeds of heavy doubt in your tired mind. You have done the hard inner work in the quiet shadows. Now you must complete the divine transaction in the physical realm. Anchor yourself to this exact timeline before the portal transfers to someone else. You are completely protected by an ironclad divine guarantee today. Walk through this massive door with absolute peace of mind, knowing your resources are heavily guarded by the highest angels. You are completely safe now. The heavy storm has permanently passed over your house. Your divine timeline is entirely secure today. The brutal war that raged in the unseen realm is over, and you are standing on the beautiful side of absolute victory. You do not need to fight or scream to prove your massive worth anymore. You have finally established your quiet authority. The fragile empath who constantly begged to be understood is entirely gone. That old and exhausted version of you is permanently dead today. You have officially evolved into a quiet master of reality. Your pure silence is now a heavy shield that protects your peaceful energy. You can walk through any room with absolute confidence, knowing heaven walks right beside you. I want you to physically drop your heavy burdens right now. Open your tired hands and let the heavy stones fall to the floor. You have carried the profound pain of your entire family for way too long. The universe is officially relieving you of your heavy duties. You are no longer required to be the ultimate savior for people who refuse to heal their own deep wounds. Your only sacred assignment right now is to simply exist and receive. Breathe deeply into your exhausted chest. Feel the warm and gentle light wrapping around your tired shoulders. I am physically removing the heavy armor from your aching body today. You can finally stop scanning the dark horizon for hidden enemies, because my highest angels are standing guard at your door. But outside this protected and sacred space, there is a gentle soul sitting in the dark right now. They are crying the exact same tears you cried yesterday. They are desperately begging heaven for a clear sign of hope. You are not just a survivor of the dark matrix. You are a magnificent beacon of light for those who are completely lost in the heavy shadows today. Hit the share button right now and send this exact message to them. Share this video to become a powerful prophetic voice that saves a bleeding soul out there in the darkness. Let your beautiful light become a heavy lifeline for another exhausted empath. When you share this divine frequency, you multiply your own massive blessings in the highest courts of heaven today. Now, my precious child, I want you to close your tired eyes. Lay down the heavy guilt you have carried for so many years. Every single mistake you made in the past is entirely washed away by the ocean of my grace. You are completely pure and blameless in my holy sight. I do not see a broken vessel when I look at your beautiful soul today. I see absolute perfection. Do not let the dark whispers of anxiety follow you into your dreams tonight. The generational wealth transfer is already safely anchored in your physical reality. The massive compensation is rapidly flowing toward your family right now. You do not need to constantly strive or push yourself to the absolute brink of total exhaustion anymore. Heaven is handling the heavy lifting. Children who belong to the eternal kingdom are not born to live off the leftovers. You were born to walk through this life with the deep awareness that you have a permanent seat at my royal table. You will never have to beg for a place under it again. The universe has prepared a massive feast in the presence of your hidden enemies, and you are the honored ghost. Let your racing mind finally slow down and rest. The divine quarantine has successfully protected your beautiful energy from all unseen harm. Your deep roots are securely anchored in the bedrock of my unconditional love. The magnificent branches of your life will bloom with unprecedented joy and massive peace tomorrow. Everything is falling perfectly into its divine place. Sleep peacefully tonight, my beloved chosen one. Let the gentle silence heal your exhausted nervous system. You are fiercely protected by the angelic realm. You are unconditionally loved by the highest creator. And you are completely safe in my eternal arms forever. The morning will bring a glorious new reality, but tonight is your sacred time to deeply rest.